The new chapter is some natural phenomena. Natural phenomena means our surrounding without our notice. Some natural phenomena are occur. For example, lightning. Here, lightning means what? During the rainy season, sometimes we saw bigger thundering sound and light also. That is called lightning. Why it is happened? In olden days, the people believed that gods are angry because gods are angry only. This type of lightning is happened. At present, no, we know the scientific reason behind that. What is the lightning happened? Why it is happened? Generally, uh, water cycle. Water cycle means because of the sun heat, solar temperature, the temperature is rise. Solar heat, temperature is rise. The water is gets evaporated. That means the liquid state of water is converted into vapor. This vapor goes in a higher place and forms a clouds. At the form of the cloud, during the formation of these clouds, some clouds are having different kinds of energies. That means electricity means positive, negative. Suppose some clouds are having positive energy, that means positive charge. Some clouds are negative charge, like this. While moving, because of the wind, the clouds are moving in all directions. Sometimes they are moving one cloud near another cloud. At the time, this type of lightning is happening. This is a big cracking noise, lakhs of high voltage. That means very high voltage is crash. High voltage is coming outside during this lightning. It is not possible to control it. This is a natural phenomenon. Benjamin, first of all, you know the atom. What is meant by atom? Here, atom means already you know in this 8th class. Different elements are there: hydrogen, helium, lithium, sodium, potassium. Like this, so many elements are there. These elements are classified into different categories. Generally, 3 categories: metals, non-metals, metalloids. Already in the metals, you know metals and non-metals in that chapter. Metallic properties, which are called metals: lustrous, sonority, ductility, malleability, good conductor of heat and density. These properties, any elements having these properties, those are called metals. Already know. The remaining one is non-metals. Generally, metals are most are in the solid state. Few metals are liquid state. A non-metal means some solids are there, some mostly liquids and gases. Metalloid means suppose any elements having both metallic and non-metallic properties, those are called metalloids. This already you know very well. Here atom means what? The smallest part of an element. The smallest part of an element. Suppose you take an element, the smallest part. In that is smallest part means we cannot divide it further. That is called atom. Here in this atom consists of positive charge and negative charge. Here nucleus. Here nucleus consists of proton, neutron. Proton means positive charge, neutron means neutral. Here electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Electron consists of negative charge. First one is proton, second one neutron, third one is electron. Atom consists of different charged particles. Positive charge is also there, negative charge is also there. Positive charge is called proton. Negative charge means electron. But atom is neutral. Why atom is neutral? There is no charge for atom. That's why it is called neutral. How to get but inside the atom different charged particles are present. Why it become neutral means equal quantity of positive and negative charges are present. Suppose one atom consists of two electrons and two protons. Both charge are equal, either positive or negative. Both charges are equal. That's why atom is neutral. Okay. In that atom, for example, helium that consists of two positive charges, two negative charges. That's why helium consists of no charge. Suppose one electron is removed, then helium consists of two positive, one negative charge. This positive negative neutralize, excess is positive. So helium gets positive. Second electron also removed, then helium consists of two units of positive charge. That means if electrons are removed from the atom, that atom will become positively charged ion. Any element having positive charge means the positive charge how it get? By losing of electrons. One electron lose means one unit positive charge, two electrons are lose means two units of positive charge. Suppose any element gain an electron, then it become negatively charged ion. For example, Cl minus, chlorine. Cl minus means chloride. How it is become minus? Actually, there is no extra charge. Equal positive negative is there. After adding up one electron, it becomes Cl minus. That means one unit negative charge is excess. So atoms lose an electron, it become positive charge. Atom gain an electron, it become negative charge. And another important one is in that atom, how the electrons are moving around the nucleus. Around the nucleus, in different energy levels, these electrons are moving. Okay, you can understand what is meant by atom. Atom means the smallest part of an element. In that atom, positive and negative charges are there. Positive means proton, negative charges means electrons. So atom is neutral, equal charges are present. And positive charge means Na plus, K plus, like this. These are all called ions. Positive charged ions. Positive charged ion means cations. Why they get positive means they are losing one electron. Negative charge means Cl minus ion, O minus 2 ions. These are gaining electrons. After gaining electrons, they become negative charge ions. Here, the scientist Benjamin Franklin explained that amber with fur or glass rod with silk rope suppose this is the glass rod, this is the silk rope. Suppose take a glass rod, rub with silk rope. After rubbing, what happened means the glass rod gets positive charge, silk rope gets negative charge. Why glass rod? Initially glass rod there is no charge, that is initially neutral. After rubbing, the glass rod gets positive charge. Why it gets positive charge? Glass rod consists of some atoms are present. Lakhs of atoms are there. After rubbing, some electrons are removed. Suppose 4 electrons are removed, so the glass rod having 4 units of positive charge. What about silk plug? Silk plug initially neutral. That means equal positive and negative charges are present. After rubbing, some electrons are removed from glass rod that gained by the silk cloth. So silk cloth gets negative charge. Electron losing character, that positive, electron gaining character, that gets negative charge. How much positive charge acquired by the glass rod? Same quantity of negative charge acquired by the silk rod. These positive charged, suppose glass rod, we take this positively charged glass rod, bring to the near the small pieces of paper, small bits of paper attracted by this glass rod. This is happened by the friction. Here, this is the friction. By application of the friction, then only these two are getting different types of charges. That explained by the Benjamin Franklin. Here in this lighting also same thing. Large quantity of charge is transferred from one cloud to another cloud. At that time, air is there in between them. Air is a bad conductor of electricity. That's why cracking noise is happened. That charges appears from that. It reaches the near the place. That means very high place. Any height building or a high tree is there. That energy passes through the building or tree. First one is lighting already. Some part is over. And suppose you take by using different small activities there. Refill. One is refill. Pieces of paper. Pieces of leaves. Comma husk. Second one, balloon. Third one is drinking straw. Comb. Fourth one is drinking straw. You take one refill. Take one empty refill. That is rubbing on this empty refill. Rub on different clothes. Suppose silk clothes are not natural clothes, synthetic clothes. That means polished or tailored, whatever it may be. Rub the refill in one direction for several times. After that, this refill bring to the small pieces of paper, small bits of paper, near the bits of paper. Immediately the bits of paper attracted towards the refill. Pieces of leaves, dry leaves. Some dry leaves are fell down near the tree. Small pieces of small bits of dry leaves near the small dry leaves. You can if the refill means immediately the refill attract the small bits of leaves. Husk, you know already husk. This husk also attracted. Suppose near the refill, charge refill, near the husk means the husk also attracted towards the refill. Same experiment is conducted with balloon. Suppose you take balloon, blow the air, take in a balloon. That means blow air in it and tie with a thread. After that, this balloon is rubbed on the different types of clothes. That means not cotton or anyone, synthetic clothes. Rubbed for several times. Again, you can test with pieces of paper, leaves, dry leaves, and here also attracted by that, and comb also. Suppose after head bathing, you apply comb on the head for several times. After that, the comb is bring near the paper pieces, dry leaves, and husk. And drinking straw. Take a drinking straw. This also rubbing several times on the synthetic clothes. Again test with paper, leaves and husk. these are all attracted towards the rubbing parts. Suppose comb without rubbing, it is not attracted by the paper pieces or dry leaves. Why? After rubbing, what will happen? The charges are different. Some charge is accumulated, some electrons are removed, some charge is accumulated on the balloon. Sometimes they gain electron, that gains negative charge. Some objects having positive charge, some objects having negative charge. After acquiring either positive or negative, they attract the different small objects. That means pieces of paper or bits of dry leaves. Suppose balloon. Take a balloon, blow the balloon with air, fill the balloon with some quantity of air. After that, tie with a thread. This air-filled balloon rub over a synthetic glue, polish or anything, for several times in a particular manner. After that, this charged balloon bring to the different types of objects. Those objects getting attracted towards the balloon. This is called friction. Rubbing means frictional force. By using frictional force between the two objects, charge is transferred. They are acquiring either positive or negative. That's why these are all attracted to the different small pieces of objects. Natural phenomena means not only this one, so many natural phenomena are there. One is lightning, another one is earthquake. When the earthquake is happened, nobody knows. Nobody says this is the time to come. That means these are all sudden events. Lightning, earthquake, and a cyclone. Cyclone is also nobody says this is the correct time to. Nowadays, you can estimate before the 2 or 3 days before, but nobody says the exact date. And volcanoes eruption of volcanoes like this. These are all natural phenomena. By understanding these natural phenomena, we can save our lives. Suppose lightning. When the lightning is happened during the rainy season. During the rainy season, lightning is happened. That transfer the high amount of energy towards the higher altitudes. At that time, we take some precautions. Don't stay near the big size of trees, very height trees. Immediately, sometime what happened? Large quantity of energy is transferred to the tree during the lightning time. That person may die. And suppose you are traveling in a vehicle, close the windows and doors. Otherwise, some lightning shocks are happening. Suppose big size constructions, tall building is there. You are in the tall building. How to save means by using lightning conductors. Lightning conductors. By using lightning conductors, that means lightning conductors are fixed at the top of the building. That wire is connected to the earth. Whatever the charge is coming through the conductor, that is discharged by the earth. Like this, you can avoid the lightning. That means some natural phenomena are happened. At that time, you can save our lives. So this is a small experiment. By using refill, balloon, comb, drinking straw, we can test the objects by using friction. That means rubbing. Suppose you take the refill, empty refill, rub the refill in a particular manner on the synthetic fiber. then only these pieces of paper or any objects are attracted. Another important one is, suppose take two charged balloons. Two balloons are filled with a tie with a thread. These two balloons are charged. That means rubbing on the synthetic dress or synthetic cloth. Rubbing several times means these two are require same type of charge. These two charged balloons bring nearer. That means angle to the support. Bring nearer. While coming towards them, what happened? These balloons are both are same charge means light charges. These are light charged balloons. These light charged balloons are repel each other. Suppose they are moving nearer, what will happen? Repel. Why they are repel? Both are having the same charge. Suppose positive, bring nearer, repel each other, Both are same charges, bring nearer, repel each other. That means like charges are repel each other. Suppose both are negative charges, bring nearer. Both are negative charges. In this case also repel each other because these two are like charges. Both are same type of charge. Suppose one positive, another negative, attract each other. Attract each other means suppose one negative, another positive, here also attract each other. In this case, what? Unlike charges attract each other. Like charges means repel. Both are positive, bring nearer. Both are negative, bring nearer. Repel each other. Unlike charges means one is positive, another negative. Suppose one is negative, another positive. Like this, unlike charges bring nearer, they attract each other. This is the basic formulas. That means the properties of the charges. Electric charges means two charges are there, positive and negative. The main properties of the two charges are like this.